competition has been around for what seems to be ages. Throughout the span of time, it has always existed. Whether for entertainment, pleasure, or personal gain, competition has remained a constant. Sport, being a form of competition, exists on a similar plane. There have always been victors and losers, dynasties and duds, favorites and underdogs. The Gulf South, a Division II power conference located in the southeastern region of the United States, is home of Billy Grant Field, the stage upon which Valdosta State pitcher Beau Blair prepares to perform. Hard work and talent go hand in hand. One attribute thrives off of the other. However, how does doubt fuel an athlete to continuously compete? One of Beau Blair's biggest obstacles is his size.
Definitely the size, because everybody's always told me that I wasn't big enough to make it, wasn't ever big enough to hit, pitch, really do anything.
We were curious about the motivation behind his love for the game. We asked Beau where his inspiration came from.
Probably my dad. He's a really hard worker, great athlete, but never really got the height that he wanted to get to thrive. He was a big football player, and he never really got tall enough to play, which is like, in my case, it's my size. I got the height in the family, but I didn't get the size that I wanted. So he really pushed himself to really make a name for himself in football, which I'm really trying to do with getting bigger in baseball.
Head coach Greg Williams gave us his thoughts about his senior pitcher.
I think coming in as a freshman, like most 17 and 18-year-olds, he just had to mature physically, and he had to mature emotionally and mentally. And Beau's done that. This year he's just a calm cat on the mound. I mean, nothing seems to bother him. He's unfazed, and we always put him in the most difficult situations, and he's really thrived in that role.
Early on, Beau's time on the diamond was limited due to a stable of highly talented pitchers, from starters like Hunter Jones to closers like Roman Donofrio. Over time, however, Beau has proven that he not only belongs in the rotation, he improves it.
Been doing really well. Been focusing on really getting my strikes down in the strike zone and really throwing hard, staying healthy. Try not to let anything go through my head. When I really start thinking about how I should perform and how I'm doing is really when I start getting in my own head and I don't perform the way I should be, so I try to go up there with a clear mind.
Beau is a prime example of not allowing your obstacles to defeat you. Beau doesn't let what he refers to as his biggest obstacle deter him from being a stellar athlete. Beau's work ethic is paid off and is gaining him acknowledgement. He's becoming a mainstay in the pitching rotation and has drawn notice from multiple campus publications.
I'm really happy with how the season's been going right now. I've been getting many opportunities to go in to prove myself, and I think I've been doing a good job of doing that.
After a relatively slow start to the season, Beau has been seeing extra time on the diamond due to his outstanding play.
It'd be hard for me to think he could get much better. I mean, he's been, like I said, the stalwart of our pitching staff at the end of ball games. He's been the guy that we give the ball to. So I really don't want him to do anything different. I mean, if he can continually doing what he's done so far, I couldn't ask anything more from him. I would tell you that I think his heart is probably a little bigger than some other people, and that's something that that outwardly that certainly that you can't see. Maybe he's not as tall and maybe as some other players, but I would tell you that his heart's probably bigger, and I think that's why he's been as good as he is.
Through sheer hard work, Beau has gone from leveling the playing field to leveling his competition. Moving forward, the senior pitcher looks to continue his success. Size is not a factor. For the Blazer Sports Report, I'm Wes Harris.